Well, we go to California.
We suck again!
After multiple letters being sent, the DOJ says enough is enough.
Hold up.
We're suing the state of California.
Wait a minute.
For allowing dudes who like to feel pretty.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
In women's sports.
Sheer fucking hubris.
I'm Jazz Borganzo on this. After finding out about the lawsuit, Governor Gavin Newsom
Gay as fuck.
said, so what? A guy drops his ball sack in the women's bathroom.
What?
He's still a woman.
Fuck off.
And it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Thursday. Well, after going after the state of Maine for allowing dudes who like to feel pretty, the DOJ says, okay, who's next on the hit list? Well, we got Minnesota. Let's go after California. So they sent multiple letters to California, basically tell them to cease and desist letting dudes who like to feel pretty play in women's sports, allowing their ball sacks to be dropped in women's bathrooms. Governor Gavin Newsom said, go yourself. We're going to allow the dudes do whatever they want in women's bathrooms, in women's sports, and we don't give up. Well, the DOJ says enough is enough. We're suing your ass. We're taking your ass to court. And here we go. This comes out of LifeSite. DOJ sues California for allowing transmentalism to compete against women. California is being sued by the Department of Justice in refusing to protect girls from gender-confused males. The state recently refused to work with the Trump administration to enforce Title IX. Of course, California is in clear violation of Title IX. The Department of Justice followed through with its threat to sue California for refusing to keep gender-confused males out of female sports. The DOJ filed a federal civil rights lawsuit today against California Department of Education and California Interscholastic Federation soon after both entities refused to comply with federal law. Under Title IX, males are not allowed to compete in women's sports, nor use their locker rooms, bathrooms, or other sex-segregated areas. That's the reason why there are men's bathrooms and women's bathrooms. However, California has defied the federal government, and on Monday, Secretary of Education Linda McMahon alluded to the future of legal action. Quote, these discriminatory policies and practices ignore undeniable biological differences between boys and girls, and in favor of amorphous gender identity, the federal lawsuit states. The results of the illegal policies are stark. Girls are displaced from podiums, denied awards, and missed out on critical visibility for college scholarships and recognition. The policies are illegal and unfair, as well as demeaning, according to the lawsuit. They signal that accommodating boys is more important than giving female students opportunities to follow states. It erodes the integrity of girls' sports, diminishes their competitive experience, and undermines the very purpose of Title IX to provide equal access to educational benefits, including interscholastic athletes. Title IX is a 1972 federal law that requires education institutions to ensure female and male students are given equal opportunity in classrooms, but also in sports. The harms of California gender ideology are not imagined. A male student named A.B. Hernandez, of course, very, very well known, won high school state championships in high jump and long jump this spring. Governor Gavin Newsom, considered a 2028 presidential candidate, briefly acknowledged in March that Hernandez's competition against women was an issue of fairness. Yes, let's put a dude against women and make it fair. However, he's been made the baseless claim to Turning Point CEO Charlie Kirk, when Charlie Kirk interviewed him, that transmentalism might kill themselves if they were not allowed to play on girls' sports teams. A la Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's a little bit of a heat herself, said California is failing to protect girls and playing field and in the locker room. We made it very clear. Only women in women's sports under Title IX, Bondi said in a video posted on X. She referenced how the transmentalism male athlete won over 36 medals that should have gone to female athletes.
Over the past several weeks, the Department of Education has notified the Department of Education in California, as well as the California Interscholastic Federation, that they were in violation of Title IX. They were allowing men to compete in women's sports. Now, this is after years of their being in violation of Title IX. We informed them that if they did not change, that we were going to refer these cases to the Department of Justice, and we have done exactly that.
Thank you, Secretary McMahon, for all of your hard work. And today, the Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit against California Department of Education and the governing body for women's sports in California. We've made it very clear, only women in women's sports under Title IX. An example in California, a boy who was in track and field. He would have lost every race Yet in women's sports, he won over 36 medals. Those medals should be returned to the women, as well as no boys will be allowed in women's locker rooms. No longer. We have sued Maine. We're in litigation with Minnesota. We've sent multiple letters. And if you do not comply, you're next. The Department of Education and the Department of Justice, we will protect girls in girls' sports.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you have this mental illness that is transgenderism, and it is, it's a severe mental illness, and you have parents who play into this. How many Hollywood stars and athletes have we seen, former athletes anyway, who have allowed their kids to play this, sorry to use the word, retarded game of, look, daddy, I'm a girl now, or look, daddy, I'm a boy now. Instead of saying, no, God made you what you are. You're a male, you're a female, and done with it. Now let's move on and have a sandwich. No. They play into this. They're swinging, they're waving pom-poms. They're doing handstands. They're doing backflips on how stunning and brave this is. How many videos have been done over the last 5 years to show that transmentalism is just that? It's mental. It's a mental illness and needs to be dealt with as such. But no, states like Maine, Minnesota, California have decided to say, guess what? We're going to allow dudes who like to feel pretty in women's sports, and we don't care. We don't care about the fairness. It's just about, we care about being on the right side, which is the side of the alphabet side, not common sense, facts, faith, science, biology. No. We can't have that because that would go against our feelings. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And I'm sure there'll be more mental illness coming out of California because that's what California does. And we'll see you next time. Peace.